Hello, Dad. I called to tell you something.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend.
Well, what do you mean? Girlfriend, lover?
Yeah.
Is that the one you introduced me to before? Yeah.
No, that's my best friend.
Okay, so you're not more friendly with her?
No, she's my friend.
So she's your friend, not your lover.
No.
The one you're talking about now is your lover.
Yes.
As long as you enjoy it and you're healthy.
I am healthy and happy, and I love you.
I love you more. What's her name? Again, as long as you're enjoying it, you're healthy.
I am healthy and happy.
That's all I care.
Thank you.
Okay. Stay away with her.
Okay.
No super quarrel, you know that?
No, none.
No super destruction, you know what I mean?
None of that.
Okay. Just take it easy with whoever it is.
Okay.
And she should be able to understand you. You understand her.
Yes.
Life goes on smoothly without any fracas.
Yes.
Okay?
Very true.
All right. I love you more. Mom. You have a nice day. God bless you.
Thank you.
I know some of you will be asking some very funny questions. Now, Julie, are you gay? Yes, this one you're sharing talk about. How come you're sharing the lesbian video? Are you gay too? I'm sure a lot of people probably will be having that question, like will be asking me that question. I'm going to be answering the question whether I'm gay or not. I mean, guys, I'm 37. I marked 37 years. I became 37 years, like 7 years. October 17th, that was my birthday. Unfortunately, I couldn't come online. I didn't feel like coming online. I wanted my self-care routine. I wanted to meditate. I wanted to do a lot of things for myself. And I did that. For me, it was more like having fun, doing stuff to myself. Like, I'm so in love with myself. So basically, that was why I didn't share this video on my birthday. But pardon me, all the same, we're here for the gist. Yes, and of course, I'm going to be telling you all about the reason why I shared the earlier video I shared. So guys, let's just talk about this video, right? That video was just a video of a Nigerian girl who just told her father that she was a lesbian. And the reaction from the father is one of the most unexpected reaction that I will tell you in Nigeria, and even most black communities would say, wow, it's a big surprise. This is like very, very different from the regular kind of responses we hear from fathers who get this kind of confessions from probably their children on something that they are probably not in support on, stuff like that. So basically, one of the things that attracted me to that video was the emotions, the connectivity, the level of understanding between the father and the daughter. And what crowned it all, the conversation that crowned it all, I will not lie, for me, the highest highlight in this video is the father saying, God bless you at the end. Like, it was just a pure confirmation, legit confirmation that this man is also a very spiritual person, or probably a very religious person who even could call God, like could involve God, bless you, to a daughter that was a lesbian. Because normally in the Nigerian sector, people will say, oh, she has been taken by the devil. A lot of things will go in through the minds of people who hear these confessions. And basically, I think we're in a new age where people say wokeness, people are getting woke and getting stupid. I think that is a rude thing to say. I think right now, we don't have a choice but to be woke, because everything has changed. Like, the way people think has changed, the way people dress has changed. And I really love the fact that some parents actually like growing up to, like really growing up. I mean, aside the children being told to grow up, I'm very, very excited that some parents are beginning to grow up. So basically, why did I share this video? One of the reasons why I share content like this in my channel is just to talk about what I call identity crisis. And this is a big deal for me in my channel. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to be answering the question if I am gay, but unfortunately, they're not aware. Welcome guys, thank you for hopping into my channel. I am Julie Uche, and I think at this junction I need to do a mini intro, or probably a full intro of who I am. And one of the reasons why I want to share this video want to talk about the things that I'm talking about in this video. The reason why I'm talking about core values is because I feel this is the number one thing you have to identify as a person that kind of qualifies you or certifies you and says, okay, you know what, you are in your being, you understand who you are, and you are running your mantra. Yeah, because identity crisis is a big major problem in Nigeria, in Africa, in the Black community. And basically, that's why I talk about things like this. I talk about trending topics. I talk about reality shows, just to use these things as a case study to, critically analyze the situation and give my constructive criticism if need be. So, I am Julie Uche. I'm 37 years old. I just turned 37. I'm very single. I don't have children. I love children though. And a lot of people in my circle, even though family members, my family, immediate family, nuclear family members understand me to the level that nobody's bugging me. When are you going to get married? When are you going to get married? I discovered very early in life that I was a sapiosexual. I'm not gay. I'm not a lesbian. Though I don't have anything against people who are. I mean, I just feel it's their life. They have the right to live it however they want, as long as they're of age. And I am a sapiosexual, like very, very, very big. I'm a big, huge, very serious sapiosexual because I literally burn out. I get very annoyed. I cannot tolerate having a conversation with somebody who is very dumb. It kind of just pisses me off and I just zoom out from the conversation. I'm not really close to a lot of people. I found myself walking away from relationships just because I just noticed that my partner is not communicating with me or probably is not understanding my level. It's not that deep, right? Doesn't understand depth, doesn't understand, doesn't have value, I cannot really express, or they cannot actually explain what their core values or what they value the most in life. Like, I found a lot of Nigerian men, I'm sorry to say this, I'm not saying that Nigerian men are lost, but it has been very difficult to change dating Nigerian men. Most of the people I've met, I've not really been able to connect to them because I just feel like most of them are empty. Sorry to use that word, but that is just how I've been feeling for a very long time. And basically, I don't know if that answers your question on why I'm still single, because I know a lot of my friends, even though they don't ask me this question, even though they don't have the mind, they don't have the guts to ask me the question, Julie, why are you still very, very single at 37? Why are you happy about it? Why are you not running around to go get hooked up with somebody? This is the answer. The answer is I am sapiosexual, and basically I cannot find myself dealing with a guy just because I want to deal with a guy to have kids. I'm just not in that kind of space. I want to be with somebody that I can be a friend to, I can communicate with, I can connect with, I can see a soulmate in. If I can't find that, I'm not interested. And basically, that is why one of my big routines is self-care. And so on my birthday, I decided to celebrate that, of course. I slept, I meditated, had a very good meal, and went to the salon, did a lot of stuff, did my nails, made my hair, had some makeups on. Like, this is literally something that I'm not so used to doing. Like, I hardly have time for self-care, but whenever I do, I want to do it well. So I just literally did that and just had fun at the end of the day. So that was my birthday for you. For some of my friends, they find me very weird. A lot of my business partners, people around me just look at me like she's a weirdo. Like, I don't even understand her. And I totally understand that feeling. If you're new to my channel, if you're seeing my face for the very first time, welcome. In my channel, I do constructive criticism. I talk about a lot of things. I talk about trending topics, basically just to help people understand what is happening in the society, to talk about identity crisis and how people can find themselves. And basically, I will not lie, I had to share that video because of the level of depth I found in the relationship between father and daughter. And this is really lacking in Nigeria, and which is one of the reasons why I feel parenting actually has to upgrade. Like, seriously, have to upgrade. I personally, I don't want to get married. I don't want to have children that I will not be able to train to love, to connect with them in a deep level like that, where they can tell me anything. They can be whoever they want to be. So I'm basically that very deep person who just wants to have this kind of relationship that father and daughter have. Like, if I can have that in my life, then I'm fine being very, very single and enjoying myself the way I am. So basically, Why I decided to talk about the things that I'm talking about here is I'm going to be sharing how I found out my core value as a person. And before I share my core value, how I found it as a person, I'd like to talk about my ugly experiences this year. I've been through a lot this year. Like one of the biggest themes that I should use this year is surviving humans. Like I've had some very terrible um, like things happening to me just because somebody somewhere probably feels like I'm a threat to them, or they're probably not comfortable with me being around. And this is one of the things that I find very alarming and like very, very annoying at the same time, because I don't know why people would feel like there should be a pattern, there should be a way you live your life, if it's not something like that is acceptable, or it's not something that they agree with. So basically, this year I've gone through a lot. I'm not going to come here to tell you all my stories about all the challenges I faced, but I had a lot of medical like challenges this year. But one of the biggest challenge I had this year that really made me feel bad about humanity was actually food poisoning. It was so bad that I nearly died. I nearly died. It was terrible. For like 3 weeks, I couldn't find my feet. It was bad. It was bad. It was so terrible that at the end of the day, I just found out that an employee was trying to like was trying to do some hard things on me, and it was so painful. It was so painful. Like I don't know why you'd work for somebody, and because you've stolen so much money, you want to terminate the person's life. Like I don't know how people think, but I think it's really alarming to have this kind of people around us. I think it's really alarming to have this kind of children. And I mean, this encounter was with someone who I see as just an adult, a young adult, a millennial, you know. So I have this 20-year-old sales rep who handles one of my stores. I have a t-shirt business, and basically, guys, I'm so close to her. Like I treat her like a daughter, right? But she literally betrayed my trust, and I felt very, very terrible. I felt so bad that I didn't even understand the feeling. I was like, why would somebody want to literally hurt me? Because I worked for it. I worked for my money. So why would you want to steal my money if you didn't work for it? Why don't you work for your own money, and then you can do whatever you want to do? So it's been very, very difficult trying to understand humans and how they think. And I think one of the reasons why people don't understand who they are is because they don't understand their core value as a person. We see people who just lie impulsively, people who just live fake lives, who just do things for doing sake because they don't even understand why they're doing them. And I think that is why things will keep going on badly. That is why relationships will keep on crashing. That is why we will not be able to have that sound community. We will not be able to have that leadership kind of people that we look up to have, because literally everybody is doing something without having an idea of why they're doing things. For me personally, I've discovered that I know my personality type. I mean, so before you can find out what your core values are, there are three things you need to know about yourself. You need to know who you are. You need to be able to define yourself to yourself first before you define yourself to others. So in defining yourself, you need to understand who you are, what you believe in, what you stand for, what interests you the most in life. So basically, this is what's going to help you understand who you are. The second thing you need to understand is what works for you. Like, where do you find your core values? What do you place? Where do you place your priorities? What are your priorities? When you be able to understand that part, it helps you understand that okay, this is why I'm working like this, or this is why I'm not doing enough. And the third thing you have to do is your ability to adapt, to communicate, to reach out, to like work with other humans. So in doing this, there should be a balance. So if you can find out those three things, it helps you create some kind of balance to understand. Okay, this is what I like. This is what I want to achieve, and this is who I can work with. And with that, you can build your core values around them. So basically, over the years, I've had a big problem with professionals because I just see that a lot of people just get into things that they do not like to do because they wanted to make money from it. And at the end of the day, they leave people hurt. Um, like I said earlier, I've been very sick. I have a very, very terrible medical history where I've suffered some very crazy ailments. The first time I ever got a surgery was because a nurse like inserted the, you know, inserted that long thing, in the wrong place, and I really got a big bump, and I had a surgery on that, and that kind of started scaring me from, going to the hospital to get medications and all that. The second problem I had, big problem I had in my life medically was going for an excursion and having an inexperienced driver take us up a hill. Um, Unfortunately for me, I survived a very terrible and annoying, avoidable accident. And in that accident, I actually lost my right eye. Till date, I cannot see with my right eye, even though a lot of people do find that very hard to believe. But looking at how unprofessional, how imperfect a lot of people are towards their work pattern has just made me realize that, no, you know what, I don't like the way people work. And because of that, I had to build a core value that is centered on being perfect. So I'm a perfectionist. I'm not a perfectionist because I just want to be perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist because I've been a victim of other people's mistakes. Okay, and I just see like if I don't take care of this thing, if I don't look at this thing and do it well, some other person might be suffering from something because of the mistake I made. So basically, this is one of the reasons why I'm a perfectionist. So basically, I don't want to have a family. I don't want to have kids. I don't want to get married to a man that I'm not sure we're meant to be together. I personally don't believe perfect people exist, but I believe in the act of perfection, right? Let's look at examples of what I mean by perfection. Makeup artists, the creative artists, right? You go in your face very blank and they transform your face from this to this. Like when you look at it, there's some level of perfectionism that you're seeing there. There's some level of change, like unbelievable, like things are happening and you love it. So when I talk about being perfect, I'm not saying it has to be in the literal meaning. I mean in the work that you do. How perfect can you do something? How well can you do something? And people say, "Oh my God, this is brilliant. This is beautiful." So I just feel like in this part of the world, a lot of people do not put a lot of energy into what they do, and basically that is why we have less professionals who are really aiming, for the real deal, because there's this lackadaisical attitude towards how we work. So basically, I personally, I found my core value, from my challenges as a person. I discovered that because my relationships had been a bit terrible, because I'm a highly sensitive person, guys. Okay, like literally right now, I think I need to do a proper introduction. So I am a highly sensitive person. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a fashion entrepreneur. I am a visual artist. I'm a photographer. And I believe in arts. I believe in perfection. I believe in love. I believe in communication. I believe in understanding. I believe in mutual agreement. I believe in relationships. I believe relationships are the new money. I believe in collaboration. I hate competition. And so basically looking at these things are things that have helped me to create a better balance in my life. I'm not saying these are my core values. They've just helped me create a better balance. Now, in finding your core value as a person, because I'm not talking about, I shared a video earlier, that talked about sexuality. This can come in different spheres of life. It might not be your sexual, it might be your religion, it might be your spirituality level, it might be anything. So for me, I feel core values starts from understanding what your strongest challenge has been, what your strongest fears has been about, and basically when you find out what those things are, it helps you create a narrative, and then from there your core value starts coming to life. So personally, I've had very terrible like love relationships with the people I've gone out with, and the reason is because I don't find deep depth in them. I find them very vague, like very shallow minded, and I just walk away. So basically it's just been like that, going into a relationship and then finding myself walking out of the relationship. And it has happened not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, not 5 times. It has happened multiple times. And with these things happening, it has just dawned on me that, okay, you know what, you just need to stop going into relationships that would not even last. Like, because my core values, like the things that I love, I do not find in these people. And so why waste my time? Why waste their time? Why not focus on what I think I need and try to look around and see if I can find that thing, and if I can find it, or somebody who is likely to be able to give me that thing, and then of course we can work something out. So basically, my 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 sexuality, my being a sapiosexual has made me not you know, like get into love relationships with guys because I just find out that they don't have depth and I get bored easily when I date a guy who doesn't have depth. One of the other things that I've also discovered is that um, uh, I had bad parenting. Like my parents didn't do a good job raising me. Like the communication was already was just this way. Till date, I don't think I've ever hugged my father. Like I can't remember if my father has ever hugged any of us, and it's so terrible. Like it's so bad that we that physical connection, like it's only we can only talk to ourselves, right? But physical connection, touching, hugging, kissing, it doesn't happen. It hasn't. Well, I won't say it has never happened or it will never happen. It probably might, but it's something that is very strange in my family. And no matter the level of wokeness that even I have today, I don't know how to walk up to my father and give him a big hug. Like I really don't know how. It feels awkward. It feels like he's gonna shun me. Like it's just all terrible, and I feel very bad because this is not this disability that I see in my family relationship has been one of the things that has haunted me. Like, oh my God, is this how I'm going to birth a child? And we get to communicate like this. Like, this is not what I want to see in my own relationship with my own children. And so with that kind of scares me from getting into relationships and just settling down with anything because I really don't want to have that terrible distance kind of relationship with somebody I call my child. No, I don't want to have that. So basically, that's why my core value has been more on, okay, you know what, you need to date somebody who has more sense, who has something to offer. I mean, if they don't have it, it's not going to work. I'm not even going to budge. So basically, this is one of the things, my past experiences as a person, the challenges I faced as a person growing up has actually helped me create my own core values. The first time I heard about core values was when I joined a business networking platform, and it was like more of the introductory aspect of the qualities of the company, and they kept on saying integrity, 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 and I was like, okay, what does this mean? But eventually, I got to understand what it meant, and I started incorporating that kind of thoughts, mindsets, pattern into my life, and I started seeing it work out for me. So I still believe that if people are having identity crisis, one of the reasons why people are having identity crisis is because they don't understand what their core values are. And finding out your core value is very simple. For you to find out your core values, you need to understand what your challenges has been, how you've responded to them, the things that you desire to see away from those challenges. And when you understand these things will help you, give you an idea of why your thoughts, your actions are centered on a pattern, and then you understand what to do from there. Guys, I don't know if I'm making sense on all those things I'm talking about, but I would not lie. In the Nigerian spaces, we have a lot of parenting challenges. Like, bad parenting is the order of the day, and I just pray that somehow, somewhere, parenting can get right. People can get informed. People can understand that you can hug your daughter, you can hug your son, you can kiss your kids on the lips, against what world people would say. You can just be passionate with your kids, and you're not that type of sexual passionate, but you just have to learn how to love them, effortlessly, and with that, things will fly. So my core values are really centered on my challenges, like how to get away from my challenges and live more. I think this is one of the reasons why, because I don't want to date a dumb person. I don't even want to date somebody who just starts a dumb conversation with me. So when you start with a very boring conversation, I'll be like, okay, you know what, it's not going to fly. There's no need giving it a chance. So basically, I don't know if my core value is something that has been a limitation to me. I'm trying to still understand that or unravel that. But what do you understand by core value? If you have watched this video, if you understand what I'm saying, let's have a conversation on this. What is your core value as a Black person? Is it living more, making more, or doing more? For me, I just feel my core value is more centered on living more and than doing more or making more. Because, when I live more, I will get to understand what I need to get to adjust about my life. So guys, I don't know, man, but it has been a big blab today. Yeah, wish me happy birthday in the comment section. I'd really appreciate it. It was fun. I had so much fun going to the salon, having my nails made. And guys, look at it. It's so long. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with this. But I really had fun on my birthday. And I'm so grateful to God for being another year younger, of course. And of course, we're praying to greater things. And for those of you who are still asking, Julie, are you gay? Well, I'm not gay. I'm sapiosexual. I love people who are intelligent. And yeah, I'm open to anything, relationship, marriage. But don't come. I'm single. I'm not searching. I'm very happy. And for me, sometimes I even tell people, you never know. Maybe I'll be ready to get married when I'm 40. But even when I get to 40 and I don't find somebody who I can relate with on that level, it's not going to fly, guys. So don't even go there. But I think your core value is one of the things that helps people understand how to treat you, how to handle you, how to connect with you. I mean, once people understand what their core values are, life becomes very, very easy. And I think this father and daughter kind of understood themselves. The father obviously probably have been having signs, have been having hints that, okay, you know what, I think my daughter likes girls more than guys. Like from that conversation, we could tell that this young man, this father has been paying attention to his daughter. He understands his daughters are like he understands his daughter. Like I'm very sure from that conversation, you could tell that he has been suspecting that she had like a lover in her best friend, like when she was explaining all the girl best friend thing and all that. But I don't know. Do you think you connect more with your family members? Do you connect more with your parents? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm going to see you all in another video. Don't forget to hit the like button, and of course, thank you for your watch time.
Thank you. Yes, you're great. Cheers, Uche. Happy birthday, Uche.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so very much. Oh my god, this is martini. This is martini.